Hello, Buffalo Bills fans. Our team is ignited with thrilling updates that have paved the way for collective excitement. Some fans express reservations, finding it challenging to absorb the unfolding narrative. Hit subscribe to cast your vote of support for the Buffalo Bills, and join us in unraveling the nuanced layers of this groundbreaking news. On Sunday afternoon, the Buffalo Bills found themselves in a difficult position during the opening game of the regular season at Highmark Stadium, starting slow and trailing 17-3. To overcome this early 14-point deficit, the team had to rely on star quarterback Josh Allen to eventually secure a 34-28 victory. This was an impressive display of composure from a veteran team that should have been able to handle a young, partially revamped Cardinals squad in Week 1. A 53-man roster necessitates some tough decisions about who will be inactive on game days. A few Bills rookies were on that list on Sunday as well. However, despite the limited number of rookies getting game time on Sunday afternoon, some still were active, reflecting their current standing with the team. Let's discuss the rookies who played and didn't, how much they played, and the quality of their performance for each rookie on the Bills roster. W.R. Keon Coleman, the Bills' first pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, was the team's leading receiver on Sunday with 51 yards on 4 catches. Additionally, he led all Bills receivers with 45 out of a possible 62 offensive snaps. It's evident the team trusts Coleman to produce early and often in the offense. Such playing time in Week 1 is a very positive sign. Coleman made one of the standout plays of the day for a Bills player outside of Allen. With a fantastic box out of the defender he was matched up against on a fade route. This is precisely why the Bills drafted him, and it came at a crucial moment. The Bills were facing second and long about a third of the way through the fourth quarter, looking to seal the game. The 28-yard catch put the Bills in a goal-to-go situation on a key play that eventually led to a touchdown. Coleman displayed good hands and some yards after the catch as well. Overall, Coleman looked strong in his NFL debut, which is encouraging. The future is still unwritten, but his performance so far has been promising, with the receptions meeting expectations. Cole Bishop was on the team's first inactive list despite being healthy now from his preseason shoulder injury. Bishop did not have much time to ramp up to this first game, and the Bills now have some healthy depth at safety that they can use while getting him up to speed. It's disappointing not to see Bishop active in this game, but the explanation is straightforward given the length of his injury as a rookie. We hope to see more of Bishop soon, as he remains somewhat of an unknown among the 2024 roster due to the lack of public exposure to his play in an NFL uniform. DT Dwayne Carter was active for this game and played 7 out of a possible 61 defensive snaps. The Bills chose to use fewer defensive tackles in this game, which differs from past usage of McDermott's defensive lines. Carter had no impact on the game and did not record any stats. His preseason was not very encouraging, and it was even more disheartening to see him get only 7 snaps in a game where the team is in need of quality depth players. Carter has work to do in his development to become a meaningful contributor in 2024. RB Ray Davis, it was disappointing to see Ty Johnson as the first back to replace James Cook, but that's exactly what happened. Davis had only 6 total snaps on offense during the game. On those 6 snaps, Davis touched the ball 4 times, 3 rushes and 1 reception, for a total of 27 yards. Davis appeared impactful, and we hope to see more of him moving forward as a rookie bringing energy. Johnson is adequate but is a known quantity with merely decent ability as a rotational running back. Davis's energy is noticeably different from Johnson's when they handle the football. Cedric Van Prangranger was one of the inactives for the Bills in Week 1. He played most of the preseason with the third-team offense before briefly getting a chance with the second team later in the exhibition games. While he has looked good as a center, it remains to be seen if he has the necessary versatility to play guard. If Van Prangranger does not show the ability to play guard, it is likely he will remain inactive throughout the season, barring injury, due to his lack of positional versatility. LB Adefuan Ulofoshio, despite the long-term injury to star linebacker Matt Milano, the Bills have good linebacker depth at their disposal. Ulofoshio was another player who picked up an injury that caused him to miss some preseason time. He earned a healthy inactive status for this game. We'll see if he can earn some active status as a special teamer. It's hard to envision him having a defensive role in 2024, again barring injury. Edge Javon Solomon. There was a real chance Javon Solomon would have been active on game day if he were healthy. The issue for Solomon is that he is currently dealing with an oblique injury that kept him out this past week. He is currently day-to-day. With the team having a short week, it's fair to question whether Solomon will be cleared to play by Thursday night's game. Solomon looked genuinely good as a special teams asset in the preseason, and his pass rushing ability seems real. Well, Tylan Grable. It was highly notable that Grable was chosen as an active player over Ryan Van Demark. Van Demark was considered the likely swing tackle heading into training camp, with Grable being a developmental late-round pick. Van Demark has 3 years in the system with Grable in his first. Yet Grable got the nod. Of course, no injuries occurred on the offensive line, so Grable wasn't forced into action. But being active means the Bills trust him to step into the game and perform competently in an NFL regular season matchup if needed due to an injury. CB/returner Daquan Hardy, the 7th-round draft pick, is currently on the Bills' practice squad. He was not elevated from the practice squad for the game on Sunday. OL Travis Clayton, an international pathway player, is on season-ending injured reserve and will not contribute at all for the Bills in 2024. LB Joe Andreessen made the 53-man roster, which is an impressive feat for someone who participated in a mini-camp tryout earlier in the spring. He was inactive for this game on Sunday, which is not surprising given the depth at the position as mentioned earlier. CB/returner Brandon Codrington. The Bills traded for Codrington as the preseason concluded, and he performed well in his first action as a returner. Codrington had a 53-yard kickoff return in the game. He did an excellent job of attacking the ball, choosing a lane, and advancing to maximize his yardage. He also had a 7-yard punt return where it looked like he might have gained more had he been more decisive. Codrington showed well in his initial performance. I ask all true Buffalo fans to subscribe to our channel, so we can reach 1,000 subscribers as quickly as possible.